What's up? It's Pastor J Wade too. Um, Here with your first late night revelation. Tonight, I decided to go on at a later time tonight. I know some of you are getting ready to lay it down, and you're getting ready to um, get your stuff together for church in the morning. I sure hope you're going. I pray that you're going to church. Please, please, please go to church tomorrow. But tonight, we want to talk about mental health and the holidays. And I often come on around this time. This is my third year in a row doing this, and I'm going to continue to do it because it's something that's very important. Um, because a lot of people's mental health issues kick off during this period of time, and especially starting now because we're getting so close to Christmas and we're going through Thanksgiving and all of these things. So tonight we're going to talk about mental health and the holidays and how our triggers sometimes um, are triggered around this time. I understand feelings of depression and feelings of loneliness and feelings of loss. I understand that quite well. I deal with depression. I'm always open, honest, and transparent with you. I deal with it all the time. It's not something that I have completely overcome. I get depressed, I get stagnant, and things happen in my life, and certain things go the way that they go, and I don't feel good about them, and I get depressed, and I have all of these things that you go through. I go through them too, but there is a place that I go that always lifts me out of this. Of course, one of those things is church, but another thing is going to God in prayer and getting in his word. And his word will keep us, and his word will illuminate these dark times in our lives. Um and I hear you saying, well, I have all of these mental issues and I have depression and I feel all of this stuff, especially around this time. And I don't need another person coming to me telling me something about God and his word and how I've heard all of that. I've heard all of these people telling me that God's word and what he says and praying and will help me, but it hasn't helped me. Well, if it hasn't helped you, my question is, have you really, really tried it? Because if you really tried it and you really put your heart into it and you really seek God and his counsel and seek his face, seek his word, seek what he has to say, seek him. If you really do that, he will meet you where you are. I promise you that. He will meet you where you are, no matter how hurt and depressed and despondent and in despair you are. He will meet you at your point of need if you seek him. The Bible says if you seek him with your whole heart, you will find him. And not only will you find him, but he already knows where you are. He's just waiting for you to get in touch with him. So tonight, we're going to look at a few verses that will help us when we go through these times of mental anguish during the holidays. We feel like we don't have enough. We feel like the year has gone by and we've done nothing with our lives. Well, let me stop right there. The year has gone by. Yes, the year has gone by. It's almost over. 2023 is almost done. And if you feel that you have done nothing, you've made it this far. God has sustained you. You've made it in this climate, wars and all kind of stuff going on, things happening, uh, prices skyrocketing. You're still eating. You're still here. You still have internet. You're looking at me. You have a phone. You're still here. So you have accomplished something this year. Even if you haven't accomplished what you wanted to do, just by virtue of the fact that you're here, that's an accomplishment. So um, you may feel all of these things about this year, and I don't have enough money to do what I did in years prior for Christmas and for Thanksgiving, and all of these things get in your head, and then you start thinking about family and all of the relationships that are torn, that are tattered, all of the relationships that you have that you're not speaking honestly with each other, and you're just going through the motions, and you're just tired, and you just feel like, I don't want to go through that this year. I don't want to deal with anybody this year. I just want to stay in my own lane, stay at home, be by myself, because this year has been rough for me and I don't feel like dealing with people. Let me tell you, I understand. I know where you are. I feel your pain. I feel your hurt. I feel your depression. But cutting off from everybody, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. And I know it's a lot of people that you don't want to deal with because of what they might say or how they may look at you or what they may feel. But just think about this. God has kept you this far, and God will continue to keep you. God has kept you this far, and he will continue to do that. So if you're having all of these feelings, and you're feeling anxiety, and you're feeling depression, and you're feeling all of these things about the holidays, let me tell you something. Take all of that off of yourself. Don't worry about what people may say or may do or how they may look at you. And don't worry about all of that. Go be with your family. Go do all the things that you usually do, because that's going to help you, especially if you go into it with the right mindset. Now, if there's a situation that's just out of your control and it's out of control, then you have to remove yourself from that situation. But other than that, go, listen, talk, be with your family, have fun with your family. Now, having fun with your family, if that involves getting drunk and being belligerent and all of, cut that out. I don't understand, especially this generation, and maybe my generation too. I just don't understand the concept of having fun and being so drunk that you can't even remember what happened when you, quote unquote, were having fun. It's something not right about that. I don't get that one. But I digress. Go and have fun, talk to your people, and if it gets too overwhelming for you, you can always leave. But have peace of mind, and we're going to talk about how to get that. First, we're going to look at Philippians 4:16. 4 and 6. I'm sorry. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto God. Be careful for that. Don't be worrying about anything. Take everything to God in prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be known unto God. Talk to him about what you desire. Talk to him about what it is that is going on. Talk to him about it. I hear you saying, I don't have anybody to talk to about what I'm going through. But you ought to talk to God. Tell him about it. Go to him in prayer. And thanksgiving for allowing you to be here. And then tell him. Tell him. Talk to him about it. And guess what will happen? Verse 7. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Lend your mind to him. Give him all of that stuff that's on you. Give it to him and let it go. Give those things to God and tell him what you desire. And once you've done that, let it go. And watch the peace of God that you can't even understand. I'm going through all of this. I'm having all of these issues. I'm having all of these problems. Yet I have peace. And it's because of what you do, giving it to God and leaving it there. It's no use of praying and talking to God about something and then holding it in and keeping it to yourself and keep walking around with it. Take it to him. And when you take it to him, let it go and watch the peace that comes over you. Watch the peace that comes over you. Once you tell him your problems, tell him what's going on. And after you get through talking to him, then you'll see nothing but peace. Peace in your mind, peace in your home, peace that you never even thought was possible. Now, once you've had that peace that passes, you can't even understand how you have this peace because of what's going on around you, but you've given it to God. Let's look at another verse that says the same thing, just about. 1 Peter 5:7, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. You're going through, you're going through these problems, you're going through these issues, you're going through these situations. And when you pray about it, you cast all of that onto God. See, we carry all this stuff around, and that's why we get so many mental issues and why we have so much anguish and so much depression and so much hurt and so much feelings of I'm just pitiful. I can't even live with myself because you're carrying all of those things around. You're carrying that baggage around. You're carrying those problems around. You're carrying what they might say about you around. You're carrying all of the hurt feelings and the issues and the fights and all. You're carrying all of that stuff around. You're carrying around. I can't do what I used to do. I don't have the money to do like I used to do. And everything is so hard and everything is so tough and I don't understand my situation and my job seems to be playing out and you're carrying all of this stuff around. And that's what makes you mentally snap. You're carrying so much when all you have to do, believe me, trust me, I've tried this. Cast it on God. He can handle it. That your load will weigh you down, but it's nothing for God because he already knows your outcome. He already knows how you're going to come out of what you're in. He knew how you were going in. He knows how you're coming out. If he's controlling all of this, if he's controlling this, if he's controlling your life and he is, he's the maestro, he's the creator, he's our great God. We talked about that all week and he made us great. But he also made us to have understanding and wisdom enough to know that we can't carry all of this load on our own. Cast your cares upon him because he cares for you. There's a few more and we're going to be done for tonight. Let's look at Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought of the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. In other words, this is what Matthew is saying. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. And a lot of us, we drive ourselves crazy thinking about what's going to happen next. We're not even there yet. We haven't even made it to tomorrow yet, and we worried about it. Some people can't sleep tonight because they're thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. And what happens tomorrow has nothing to do with your hands or your mind. What happens tomorrow is up to God. Just like today was up to God, tomorrow is up to him too. And if he blesses you enough for you to wake up in the morning, know that he has it in his hands. We're so worried about tomorrow. Let tomorrow worry about tomorrow. That's what Matthew is saying. Is enough stuff going to happen tomorrow so you don't have to worry about tomorrow today. You can deal with tomorrow tomorrow. Deal with today. Because tomorrow will take care of itself. Cast your cares on him today. Give him that. And don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow because you already gave it away. You gave it to God and you know he can handle it. And if we do that, give God our problems, give God our issues and circumstances, give them to him and let him work them out. And we don't put our hands in it. We can't do anything with it. All we can do is stay up and cry and moan and get depressed and have mental snaps because we won't give it to God and let him handle it. He has tomorrow. He has tomorrow. He has today. He had yesterday. And he's going to continue to do what he said he would do. Let's look at Isaiah 41 and 10, and then we're going to be done tonight. Isaiah 41 and 10, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. God is saying this. God is telling you tonight, you're going through, your mind is in 150 different places. You feel depressed, you feel despondent, you feel in despair. Your life just seems like everything is wrong. You're hurting. You're barely making it, living from check to check. And sometimes you're living 2 checks in advance. And by the time you get the check gone. You got loans and bills, and the gas is out of control, and the eggs out of control, and you don't know if you're gonna be even able to make something for Thanksgiving. You're already worried about that. You're already worried about Christmas, and you're not gonna have stuff for your kids, and you're not gonna be able to give stuff to this person or that person, and you're already feeling bad about all of that. God says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Now that's a big statement right there. I'm with you. Don't worry about, I'm with you. I am the creator. I made everything. Everything is in my hands. Everything. This entire world sits in my hands. I'm with you. And that's a lot. That's a lot. That's clout. I mean, if you really want to be a clout chaser, keep the Lord with you. There ain't no bigger clout than that. You can walk with anybody you want to. President, millionaires, billionaires. But when you got God with you, he controls all of it. Fear not, because I'm with you. Be not dismayed. Don't let this world tear at your mind. Because I'm your God. And in order for this to work, he has to be your God. And a lot of us are in despair and depression because we've made other things our God. We've made our job our God. We made our money our God. Our feelings are our God. But God has to be your God. Fear not, I'm with you. Be not dismayed, I'm your God. I will strengthen thee. You're tired, you're weak, you're hurting. God will strengthen you if you put all of your cares on him. If you pray to him and seek his wisdom, seek his guidance, he will strengthen you. Yea, I will help thee. I'm going to help you. I'm not just going to strengthen you. I'm not just with you. I'm not just your God. I'll strengthen you and I will help you. This is God talking. He will help you, even in the midst of what you're going through. Yea, I will uphold thee with my right hand of righteousness. And that's deep. And we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to be done. Now he says, don't fear, because I'm with you. I'm not just with you, I'm your God. I'm not just with you, I'm not just your God, I will strengthen you. I won't just be your God, I won't just be with you, I will strengthen you, I will help you. Not only will he give you the strength to do it, but he will also help you do it. And then I will uphold thee with my right hand. But it says, of righteousness. I will uphold you with my right hand of righteousness. And that means a lot, because not only is he with you, he's your God, he'll strengthen you, and then he'll help you even after strengthening you, he will help you, but he will uphold you. That means no matter who tries to tear you down, no matter what anybody has to say about you, no matter how much slander comes across, no matter how many times people say something to you and then say something totally different behind your back, no matter all of that stuff that goes on, no matter how many enemies shooting at you and quote unquote haters are hating on you and all of that, I will hold you and I will uphold you with my right. That means none of that stuff, none of that can bother you. None of that will taint you. None of that will harm you. All of that stuff that goes on that's unrighteous, I'm going to hold that away from you and put you up above all of that. He said it another way. I'll make your enemies your footstool, because I'm going to uphold you with my right hand of righteousness. I'll prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies, because I'm going to uphold you with my right hand of righteousness. No slander, no hate, no negative talk, no backstabbing, no ditch digging, nothing anyone can do. As long as I'm upholding you with my right hand of righteousness, nothing can touch you. That's what he's saying to us. So think about this going into the holidays. Cast all your cares on him. Be careful for nothing, but pray and ask God to do what you need him to do. And watch that peace come upon you that you don't even understand. Cast all your cares on him because he cares for you. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. God will take care of tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. And then fear not, because he's with you. He's not just with you, he's your God. Not only is he your God, he will strengthen you. Not only will he give you the strength, but he will help you. Even when he gives you the strength to do it, you possibly could do it on your own after he gives you the strength. But he's going to continue to help you. And not only will he help you, but he will uphold you in the midst of your haters, your enemies, your people that talk about you, dig ditches for you. He will uphold you and keep you above all of that petty nonsense. So this holiday season, think about these things. And if we rely on these things, then our mental health won't suffer a great hit during these holidays. I wish you the best of holidays this year. I wish you a great Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. And please, please go to church in the morning and give God the praise that he deserves. God bless you. I love you. See you next time.